Bye, ladies. Here we go. Hey, good morning. We're so glad you did, Dan. Dan, listen up. Don't be tuning out during the weather or during this segment because we got a lot to teach you. And ladies and gentlemen, get ready to learn. Sissy Malott with me this morning and her crew at the Glen Springs Preservation Society. And I think there's so much more than just what you're doing preservation-wise. There's healing going on there. We were just talking about it being a place of peace. Sissy, introduce your crew.
So I have Susan Clancy,
Hey, Susan.
who is fairly new to the area, and we welcome her, and Linda Powell, who grew up in the area.
Linda looks, she's been around for a while. She sounds like she's been here for a while.
She does.
I mean, talk about the history of this place, incredible. I've got a lot to show you in front of me here. Sissy, I gotta know, if people have never even heard of Glen Springs and all you're doing to preserve out there, tell me more. Where do we go? Is it close?
It is very close. It's just a couple of miles away from here.
Okay.
And so Glen Springs is a tiny community with a great big story.
Oh, tell
So
me more about this story.
Back in the maybe 1700s, a Native American medicine man discovered that the mineral waters that flow from our springs was healing. And so fast forward about 100 years, and then we a bottling company was established. Okay.
So beginning to bottle the water?
The water was bottled, and it was shipped not only all over the area, but all over the world, even into Europe and places. And it became very famous.
Okay.
Then a luxury hotel was built.
Take a look at some of the pictures because I've got to show you this hotel. You might have seen it just a second ago, but a luxury hotel built just a couple miles away in Glen Springs. Welcome to.
That's right, that's right. So it was touted as the Queen of the South, and it was one of the most elegant health resorts in the South. And it was beautiful. Now, unfortunately, years ago it did burn.
I did hear about that.
That's not there.
Is there anything still left at all?
A few bricks.
So there's proof.
There's a space and there are bricks,
Right.
and there are sometimes we can find artifacts, we can find bottles and shards of pottery and things that are left that is
like an archaeological site out there. Okay.
It is very
How does that make you feel to I mean, obviously you felt that this was important enough to tell others about, right?
Yeah.
What does that look like? How can people come enjoy?
Well, we have a kiosk, so we are connected to the Palmetto Trail. So if you're the outdoorsy type,
yes,
we have a beautiful trail that is very over the river and through the woods type hike through our beautiful forest. And at the entrance is a kiosk that has our driving brochure. And it has information and photos about all of our 19 properties in our historic district.
So driving through, maybe if you have a physical disability or you can't quite hike, you can drive through. These are very easy to find.
That's right.
Very good.
That's right.
Okay, tell me real quick, we've got to send it back. There's a QR code in your website. Tell me where we go.
So you go to gspreservation.org. And we also have a Facebook page, the Glen Springs Preservation Society.
We will link all of this at WSBA.com. We'll make it so easy for them. You've got to see. This history is so very neat. We'll send it back to you guys this morning. We'll be right back here in Roebuck in just a couple of minutes. Don't miss out, and don't forget about Glen Springs. Back to you.